What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here, back with another episode of Uncovering Pompeii. And today I actually have a few new players to go and tell you about. So we are just going to go and get to them. Starting off first with our new left back, who is going to be a long... Oh my God. Talking him up and he's gone and giving the ball away like that. Our new left back who is from South Africa. I can't quite pronounce his name, but that is all right. And a few of the other players... My God, my passing. I'm trying to get them on the ball, and it's just causing me to lose possession. So there he is, their new left back. He's quite young, South African, rated about 62. The other guy is this guy here, who I think I signed as a free agent. I can't pronounce his name. I think he's from Bolivia, maybe, but I'm not too sure. But he seems to be a player in the midfield who seems very solid and is definitely, I think, going to be a player for the future, which is what we like to see. Now in the midfield, the centre of midfield was probably a real weak point for us. But now it is one of those things that there's so much strength. I mean, I'm playing one of the guys who actually used to start for Portsmouth, and I just don't have a space for them. Like the two starters, I just do not have space for them. So they're actually warming the bench at the moment, which they're 63 and 62 overall, which is quite good. And then the other player who is playing today is this guy on the ball here. Now he is little, and I'm not going to go and try and pronounce his whole name because it's big and long. But he is actually on loan from Everton. His name is Junior. I don't know the rest of his name, but his abbreviated name in this is Junior. So, and he's been pretty good as well. Like he scored, I think, in his first 3 games, I think he scored 2 goals and got an assist. So he's another player that, you know, maybe I don't know if I actually set a future fee on him for being able to sign him after his loan period is done at the end of the season, but it would be nice to see it. And I mean, now we are just getting the players up front. We've still got the young players. Taylor's actually come back from injury today, so I'll put him back in. Young Miles Story actually misses out, but at the moment there's good competition for places, and we're really starting to go and remodel the side more to what I like doing. More starting off, yes, we're in the lower division, why not go with a bit of youth? And just go and get them set and get them sorted, and these are the players that are going to be around the club for a while. Like these are going to be my foundation players, probably, you know, up until I'd say the Premier League when I go and get there, because when I get there I'm gonna need some better reinforcements, but it does just depend on how much they grow as well. And Junior there, just going and creating space. And the two new signings have actually gelled very well in the centre of midfield, which is very nice to see, because often you'll get players who haven't played before together playing in a position. Centre mid is a very important position that players need to gel in. And if they don't gel, it makes it very difficult. Like I know when I was playing football, when I was playing in centre midfield, I played with the same guy probably for about 4 years. And because of that, like our team was, I'm not trying to sound overconfident or cocky or anything, but our team was quite successful, and we're always up towards the top of the league. Just because we played together so much, and we knew each other's games inside out. Oh, that is a great turn from Taylor. Great turning on the left foot. He comes back, and it is really hard at the moment to go and select places, because I mean the other guy, I pronounced it correctly in one of my earlier videos, but I mean this guy's got 5 goals already in the season, and he's been out injured for about 3 or 4 weeks, so that is telling you something. But the other guy who's playing today, I think it's, hang on, I'm going to try and get him on the ball now. I think it's Drenith, or yeah, there he is there, Drenan, I'd say. He's another one. Like I just signed him to a massive new long-term deal because he was threatening to go and leave the club. So I think I signed him to a new 4-year deal. So he's going to be at the club for a while as well. And then we've got Miles Story, who, even though he is young and he's not as good as the other two, he is playing pretty well. So you know, it is good to go and see that. I must mention as well, well done the Black Caps on Tuesday night. That was, wow, some nail-biting stuff. I know it's not football related or career mode related, but you know, I just had to go and put it out there because I don't think I'm going to have another cricket video for a wee while. Because tomorrow, I did allude to last week that I had a bit of a new series, a bit of a fun series in the pipeline, and that game finally did arrive. When did that arrive? The game arrived on Tuesday, I think. So finally on Friday is going to be like the first chance I'm going to go to have him play it. So But yeah, that should hopefully be a whole lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to doing it because I don't know how much potential it's got as a series, but it's going to be something that's just fun. Like, yeah, it's not really a career mode as such, but it's just going to be fun. It is just going to be fun. So, end of the first half, we're up 1-0 thanks to that Taylor goal. I think he is actually left-footed, so that's why it was struck so well. I was going to say, if that was on his weak side, that is a bloody good hit for a player who's playing in League 2. So, start of the second half. Exeter City was actually a team, I think, in FIFA... I think on my old channel, it must have been FIFA 14 that I was thinking about. I was humming and hawing between them and Southend United as to who to be in my career mode. And I actually, well, in the end, for those who did see, I chose Southend, and they were actually who I started with in FIFA 15 as well. But yeah, that series just never really took off. And I think this one here's got a lot more potential because Portsmouth have got a lot more history than Southend United, and I really want to go. And Portsmouth is one of those clubs that, you know, not too long ago they were very successful. I mean, I think they won the FA Cup in 08, maybe, and then they went into receivership and got broke. And I guess that's actually happening to a few football clubs around. I think there's one in Serie A at the moment. I think it may be Parma, possibly. But don't quote me on that. It could be someone else. But they've basically gone and dissolved, and they're only playing in the Serie A for the rest of the season because I think the other clubs are doing something for them, like they're going and paying for their trips and paying to keep them in the league, which I think is good to see because there's nothing worse than not being able to finish a league season, and it just makes it difficult on teams as well. Because when it comes to the league standings, it just makes it a bit unfair on teams who have played them, teams who haven't played them. And if they're a team who's towards the bottom of the table, or a team that's towards the top of the table, some teams are going to feel aggrieved that they've gone and lost to them, and other teams that didn't have to play them for a second time, shall we say, are basically going to go and pick up 3 points when they could have lost. And you know, if that makes a difference between relegation, or makes a difference between a Champions League spot, or you know, a Europa League spot, then there's going to be a big hiss up and a big roar. And I know it actually happened in the National Basketball League in New Zealand and Australia not too long ago. I can't remember whether it was Sydney or Melbourne. It was one of those two. And one of them was basically like they were gone, like they were pulling out of the league. And what the other teams around the league actually did was pay for their flights and their accommodation so that they could go and stay in the league. I think it was Sydney from the top of my head. Because I think they have been renamed. But yeah, I thought that was quite cool. And I guess, you know, professional sport, a lot of people say that it's all about the money and stuff like that. But I think that there shows that the players just want to play. Come on, Junior. Come on, Junior. Oh, here we go. Junior. Oh, he's just too slow on the turn. Just too slow on the turn. But yeah, I had to... Basically, my signings were all deadline day signings because I really wanted to go and strengthen the side. And I actually missed out. There was a Manchester United under-21 player, and I think he was a Belgian. But don't quote me on that. I can't remember his name. I think he was about 18, and I was looking to go and loan him out for the season. And I actually had a future fee set on him as well for $1 million, which, you know, for a Manchester United player is pretty good because no doubt he's going to go and grow into be a good player. Oh, ref, yes. Give me that Pinot. Give me that Pinot, ref. That is going to go and that is going to close it out. What's he going to give him? Just a yellow? It has to be just a yellow, surely. It's got to be just a yellow. But yeah, I was really gutted because I went in and had a look at my finances. And I was like, I was adjusting it to try and get it right. And I was kind of like, I think I was like, the closest I could get it was like $100 out on the wages and about $3,000 on the transfer fee. And I was absolutely gutted. But saying that now, the position that he was playing was a cam. And with the midfielders that we've got at the moment, there's no real need for a cam. And so it probably is good that I have gone and kept that money because Maybe I will get some more money in the January transfer window that I can go and spend on him. Or maybe go and try and bolster up a few more positions, like maybe right back, because I don't think we actually have a second right back in the club. Goalkeeper is another one that we really need to go and work on. I signed Jacob Spoonley, who is the New Zealand international, thinking that he was going to be semi-decent and could maybe be better than my current backup goalkeeper, who's only rated 59, only to find out that when I signed him that he was rated... Oh my god, I've almost scored a free kick from... Almost scored a free kick from like 39 out, and then I almost scored a back heel with the new signing. But yeah, then I signed him only to find out that he was rated like 55, and it was a bit of a wasted signing. So Taylor's actually on a hat-trick here. That's why I was trying to get him on his left foot and trying to get him in on goal, but it just didn't quite happen. So... Come on, Taylor. Where are you? I'll get there. He was offside anyway. He was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But this is going to be another solid road win for Pompeii. I think we're still unbeaten in this season. We've had a couple of draws. We're not actually first. We're second at the moment. Southend are first. They're ahead of us by 1 point. So we pick up 3 here on the road against Exeter, which is always a good ask. It's always good to pick up 3 points on the road. Makes it easier at home as well, less pressure at home to go and try and get the results. But the Pompeii fans are going to go home happy today. I'm going home happy. Hope you guys are going home happy as well as we pick up a nice wee 2-0 win. Ryan Taylor will be happy. Picked up a brace on his return from injury. Anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. I hope you're having a good week so far. Remember, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to have that new series. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It should be a whole lot of fun, and we'll see you tomorrow.